Now right here at the beginning of the course, I'm going to throw just a few points in for those of you who may be relatively new to Microsoft development. And one of those things is this video right here that I've entitled Microsoft Development Basics. If you're a young person, a student, or if you're just kind of moving over into the Microsoft development world, it can be a little bit confusing and intimidating when you go out there and start digging around on Microsoft's website. So let me kind of give you a little roadmap here and give you maybe a 20,000 foot view so that it makes a little more sense. Microsoft development, or Microsoft programming, if you want to call it that, is based on a number of different languages and technologies. Now, obviously, different languages and technologies are designed for different applications. For example, the languages are, of course, C#, which we're going to focus on this course, VB, or Visual Basic. Now, this has been called Visual Basic, Visual Basic.net. Now it's back to just being called Visual Basic. C++, then a program called F#, or programming language, a programming methodology and language called XAML, or XAML, you'll hear it called. And by the way, XAML is used to build the Windows Store applications if you want to put an application up for sale or for availability in the Windows Store in Windows 8 and Windows 8.1. And then, of course, our old friend that's been around for so long now, HTML, and then, of course, JavaScript to handle scripting functions in our HTML environments. Now, these all blend together in all sorts of ways for all different kinds of projects. What I would suggest that you do is pick one of these, and normally a great place to start is either with C# or VB. And if you had to choose between one of those, and this is a raging debate in the Microsoft world with certain people, I would choose C#. It's kind of the more industry standard. It's based on the C languages and so forth. If you like basic, if you grew up on basic programming languages, then you can go with VB. That is your choice. Now, the Visual Studio is the IDE for all Microsoft programming development. Now, IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. In other words, Visual Studio is the actual application that we build our programs and test them and so forth. And you're going to see that a lot in this course, and I'm going to show you how to download it and install it and use it. Now, we use Visual Studio to build various types of applications. We can do .NET applications. As a matter of fact, almost any Microsoft application is going to involve .NET. We can build cloud-based applications, desktop applications, Windows Phone applications, applications for tablets and PCs. We can do web applications, which in the Microsoft development world are ASP.NET applications. They use Active Server. This is all pretty much the lay of the land, if you will, in the Microsoft development world. Now, Microsoft provides extensive documentation, samples, tutorials, and so forth via their Microsoft Developer Network. And this is also referred to in a lot of places as Msdn. And you can navigate to www.msdn.microsoft.com to get information. Now, this little roadmap I've given you here, again, choose one technology. C#'s a great place to start. Learn that one, get comfortable with all the various aspects of that one, and then kind of branch out into the others. If you go to Msdn, you're going to see a million links to everything. Microsoft does an excellent job of showing you all kind of information, and sometimes they show you a little bit too much, a little bit too complex too quickly, and some people have a tough time with that, especially if they're new to programming. So by the time you get through with this course, and you've been through this, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable out there looking at some of the other stuff Microsoft has. Now, all the information that you're going to see from me in this course is going to come directly from Microsoft, most of the time from Msdn. So you're getting it from there. If you're coming from another programming environment, you're going to see some things that are maybe a little counterintuitive, done completely differently, or don't exist at all in that form. So just keep that in mind. If you're coming from another environment, Microsoft does do a few things differently, just like everybody else does. So that's some of the development basics. Please don't be intimidated. Don't be nervous. Let's just go step by step, and we'll learn the interface and help get you ready for this 70-43 exam with C#. So let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to take a look at some history and some other programs you need to be familiar with from Microsoft before we jump into the meat of the course. So let's get going.